What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just going to be doing a little WWE RAW review. Usually I do a reaction video, but there's no clips to react to particularly because they're all just matches. And I can't just react to Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, so I thought I'd just give a little review of the show because it was a particularly cool one, I'll be honest. I really enjoyed it. I'm someone who just skipped it, so I don't watch the whole show. I'm from England. I just sort of catch the show the next day and watch the stuff I'm interested in, which is usually Cody Rhodes stuff. And obviously the two things I watched was the Cody Rhodes match and the Jey Uso match. So the thing about the Jey Uso, I really enjoyed the Cody Rhodes Drew McIntyre match. It felt like a pay-per-view match on Raw. It made this Raw feel really, really important and special. And it's one of the better episodes of Raw I've seen it in a while in terms of matches, because I don't watch that many Raw matches, I'll be honest. And it was just two guys at the top of their game going at it, and you didn't really know what was going to happen. And funny enough, I like what they did with it, because Cody hasn't been pinned since Roman pinned him last Mania. Yeah, he's such a protected guy, right? And they pinned him, which is kind of mad. It just looked weird to me, because that Roman Reigns match just blocked out my mind. So it's weird seeing Cody Rhodes getting a freak out. But it's the right end to that match. You can't beat Drew just before he's probably gonna go win the Elimination Chamber and get the world title, right? You can't beat him, because then you're once again saying, look, B title, secondary title, and the Bloodline interfering. It's making people think, oh, is it gonna happen again? I think it means it's more likely Cody's gonna beat Roman, because you don't need to protect Cody if he's going to go beat Roman Reigns in WrestleMania. That title speaks for, like, people always lose and then they win the Money in the Bank, you know, it's one of those things. But I thought it was a great match. Cody did a great job. Drew McIntyre's a great heel, and I loved the that they gave him 15 minutes to build it, and then Solo and Jimmy come out and it cost Cody the match, and it just gives everyone a bit of PTSD. Gives everyone a sort of feeling from WrestleMania, and yeah. And again, Drew McIntyre further down that heel road took the win and was a complete hypocrite, because he'd been cost by the Bloodline. So to see him benefit from it was very interesting. And his interview afterwards, where he sort of was completely delusional, was a great character. He deserves the title. He's been doing fantastic work, Drew McIntyre, for a long while, since probably October. So he deserves his moment, to be fair. Hopefully he can get his title in Mania. But yeah, Cody Rhodes get beat. Bloodline, they're turning the dial on this story. They're gonna build The Rock. The Rock said, we're gonna do everything we can to stop you winning at Mania. And I know there's all those theories about him pointing to Roman, but you know, that's all speculation. They ain't letting Cody win. And every time Cody has a match, they honestly could have the Bloodline interfere every single time. Obviously, you won't get pinned every time he has a match, because you can't do that. And Drew McIntyre's, you can be pinned by Drew McIntyre, but there won't be anyone else who they'll want to get pinned by Cody. But anytime he has a match now, just have the Bloodline get involved. Like, just, ain't leaving him alone, And this, if he wins the title, they can do that. You can still do that afterwards for the next pay-per-view. But I just like it because it's building the story. It's making you want to root for Cody even more and hate the Bloodline even more. And just seeing Solo hit him with the spikes, it gives everyone PTSD from WrestleMania, because everyone was so convinced he's going to win. But no, I thought that was great as a segment. It does everything it needs to do. Great match, builds to the future for both Drew McIntyre and Cody. And yeah, in terms of the Jey Uso match, again, I thought it was a fantastic match. Gunther's a brilliant wrestler. Jey Uso's become a really, really good wrestler as well. And yeah, I thought it was great. Gunther dominated early, and then Jey Uso fought back, and those chops, Jey Uso was taking them, being babyface, getting through it. I did think maybe, yeah, it was interesting because they really, really made it look like Jey was going to win, which is not something they do. With Gunther, doesn't win through interference very often, He wins clean because he's that kind of champion. He's not Roman Reigns. So to see him win with interference was very interesting. And Jey Uso looked like he was going to win. He hit like 5 spears. about to do the splash, and then Jimmy Uso just rings the bell. I like that. Instead of just attacking Jay and getting the DQ, he just rang the bell. He just grabbed it and distracted Jay for a moment and the ref, and obviously the 3 count doesn't happen. And then obviously, yeah, Jay looked strong as hell, and he looked strong as hell in this segment. I can't lie, they made him look really strong while having him lose to Gunther. Everyone knew this was probably going to happen either now or at Elimination Chamber but then again, it's like one of those things where it's the obvious move. Sometimes that's fine. Like, it's so obvious Jey Uso's going to lose because of interference from Jimmy. Yeah, but that's the obvious move for a reason. It makes sense. Make Jey Uso look strong. Great match with Gunther, and then he can build to that match of Mania with Jimmy Uso. Makes sense. I don't know what Gunther's going to be doing for WrestleMania, because obviously Lesnar's not here anymore. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with that one, because who knows? Braun Breaker? Who knows, man? I don't know if he's anywhere near losing that Intercontinental title, to be honest. Because I think both world titles change at Mania, so I think he probably sticks with it. You don't change every title at Mania. Because actually, I think the US title changed at Mania as well. So I think you probably do actually... Gunther probably keeps the belt, because otherwise that's just... You can't give everything on one day, you know. There's other pay-per-views, right? And maybe Gunther can lose to SummerSlam or Bash of Berlin or whatever. But yeah, great match. Jey Uso looks strong, great work. And then Jimmy Uso just beats him up, stands tall. And the only problem I have with this is that because Jimmy Uso was in a show earlier, it's like, well, yeah, of course. So did Jey Uso not watch the show? Like, like he just saw Cody get beaten up by the Bloodline. He knows they're here. You know, this isn't some shock, whereas it would have been more of a shock if that thing didn't happen. But I don't know, it's not a good enough reason not to do it. And it kind of makes sense, like, you're already here, you know. But no, it was a good match, good segment. Gunther looked like he might hurt his knee. Might be interested to see what happens with that one. But yeah, Gunther, keep the belt on him for a little bit. He could get bloody 1,000 days himself. He's on 600 and it feels like he could do another year. Yeah, these long title reigns are mad, you know. They're really, really mad. But yeah, that was the show, man. I enjoyed this Raw, I did. And it got me watching daytime wrestling, which is interesting because I only really watch pay-per-view wrestling. I don't really watch like tag match on Raw very often, you know. So it got me watching the Raw matches. So they've done something right. That's what they do. They're trying to track the sort of semi-casuals like me, because, you know, the people who don't watch the show religiously. That's what they're trying to do with matches like Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. They're trying to tap people in, and yeah, just since that press conference, WWE even hit this groove. Triple H is cooking. So yeah, every week, just interesting. More and more people talk about wrestling than ever before, and it's really cool to be a part of it. Let's see you guys at the next video.